Hey there, friend, and welcome to another episode of Rave Life Transformation. My name is Joe, Rave Tour Guide and Certified High Performance Coach, and welcome. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about goal setting made easy, and we're going to give you a step-by-step guide to help you start your Rave Life Transformation today. So let's dive into this little webinar series here designed for you. So in this video, you're going to learn a simple and effective tool to help you set and achieve your goals, right? And you're going to hopefully learn about the power of goal setting throughout this webinar. And we're also going to share with you the 5-step process to help you set and achieve your goals and actually stay focused towards them, stay motivated towards them. And in this video, we'll also ensure you walk away with some practical tools. My goal is to ensure that you walk away with this more equipped, more empowered, right? One of my primary goals is to empower you to use the tools to then help you in your life grow and succeed and live your best rave life. So you might be wondering, why is it important to set goals? Well, setting goals, it gives us direction. It gives us purpose. When we are clear about what we're working towards, we're more likely to get there, right? It means that each day we'll live with more intention because we know what we're working towards. So when I go to start my to-do list for the day. Okay, Joe, what are we going to do today? I'm going to ensure that my tasks are aligned with my goals. And that's because I'm clear about them. And if we're not clear about them, we're likely to, work on things that maybe aren't as important and they're not a priority. And that might distract us from, achieving our primary goal. So why set goals? Well, really setting goals helps us stay focused towards our effort. It helps us focus our efforts towards our primary goal. As I mentioned, if you know what your goals are, you're more likely to have your to-do list associated with that goal. It helps us stay focused and on track towards our primary goal. Setting goals also helps us stay motivated, and it also increases our accountability. Well, let's first talk about motivation. How can we be motivated to achieve something if we don't know what we're achieving or working towards? Having clear goals also increases our accountability, and it can do that by you sharing your goals with other people, sharing your deadlines, sharing the tasks that you need to complete with your partner or with your friend or with a colleague. If you are including other people into your project and your goal, you're going to have greater accountability. You now have somebody to answer to. You now have somebody to meet with who's going to be expecting to hear your progress, and you're going to be more likely to complete the tasks you need to do and move your project forward. And that's in part also what's giving us more motivation, right? Having other people to share our progress with will also be somewhat motivating for us. And another reason why it's important to set goals is that it helps us measure our progress and our success. If we have clear goals and we have deadlines in mind, we have milestones in place, then we can use all those deadlines and milestones to help us track our progress. And those goals will, ensure that we have something clear to work towards, that we have a path to completion. And that's why it's important to set goals, right? It helps us focus our efforts. It provides us motivation and accountability, and goals help us measure our progress and our success. So in this little webinar series, I'll talk from the person who might want to become a DJ, right? I think that there are a lot of people out there who, see the job, the role, the position as something that they really, really want to do. And I know that there are a lot of people out there who want to do it. So let's pretend as if we wanted to become a DJ today. And at least that's the way I'll see our goal setting video through. If you want to, pick a goal in your mind or that you have in mind, we'll think it think about it throughout this video. We'll give you some exercises and I'll ask you questions about that goal. But I'll think as if I want to become a world famous DJ, and we'll clarify that goal here in the next coming slides. Now let's start with talking about the 5-step process to goal setting. And in the first step, we're going to define your goal. Start with a clear and a specific goal in mind. Now let's try to find that goal, and the best way to find that goal or to help identify a goal is to first start with an area of our life that we are thinking about. Maybe an area we want to improve, or maybe an area we want to lean into. Select an area of your life. Now, in general, there are about 10 areas that every one of us ravers is going to be giving attention to at some point in our life. These include areas like our education or your learning area. This includes our career. That's a big one, of course. It includes partner relationships, friendships. It includes our health, our spirituality or our spirit. It also includes areas like our hobby and a few other areas. So whatever coming to your mind that you want to give attention to, select an area. And then I want you to think about what you would like to achieve in that area. Maybe, if you want to be healthier, you want to improve your health, get more sleep, better manage your stress. Select an area of your life. Think about what you would like to achieve in that area, and then let's be specific and concise. Or maybe, you want to bring your business. Maybe you have a business that you want to bring to festivals, or maybe you're already in festivals and you want to go to more festivals. So you want to maybe now be a vendor at 25 festivals in 2025, right? That's a pretty specific, pretty concise goal to have in 2025. And once we know it's specific, it's concise, then we want to ensure that it's measurable. The 25 festivals in 2025 is measurable, right? 3 months into the year, how many festivals have you gone to, right? Let's now think of this through the lens of me wanting to become a DJ, right? Okay, well, that's an area of my life that I might consider my career, my mission, or might be my hobby. That's the area. Well, what I would like to achieve is, yes, I'd like to be a DJ. Well, what does that mean, Joe? What would I really like to achieve? Just the moniker or something bigger than that? Maybe what I would like to achieve is I'd like to play at, 3 major EDM festivals. I want to do so. That's like specific and it's concise. And so I want to play at like 3 major festivals. And maybe another goal that I can have is, well, maybe even before that, I want to play at 20 different clubs, right? Before I even make my first move in a festival, that my first goal is to play at 20 different clubs. It's specific, it's concise, and it's measurable, and I can track my progress. Okay, I'm now 5 clubs in. Oh, look, now I'm at 10 clubs in. I can see where I'm at, and I can measure that progress. It's really, really important that whatever goal that we have is actually aligned with our values and our passions, right? If I really want to become a DJ, I would hope that I'm doing it because I love music and I love playing music for other people. I love bringing the party, raising up the vibe and the energy. And if I really felt those things, then yes, I'd probably be more likely to work hard towards my goals. And that's why it's important to, align these goals with our values and passions, because there's no point in, setting a goal and working towards something that you really don't want. Now, I kind of really had to think about that, because I know that there probably will be times where we have goals that maybe don't align with our values and passions. And that's another video, perhaps. But today we're just talking about the basics of setting our own goals for ourselves in different areas of our life, and ensuring that the goal is specific, it's concise, it's measurable, and it aligns with our values and our vision. So in this next slide, we're going to really break it down now. Now that we know what our goal is, it's clear, it's concise, it's specific, let's break it down into parts. Okay, so now in step 2 of this process, we're going to break it down by dividing our goals into more manageable tasks. This will allow us to create a step-by-step plan using these different tasks, And what we'll want to do is create some kind of roadmap for us to achieve our goal. So once you have your goal, the prompt and my question to you is, okay, well, what are your 5 moves that you need to make in order to move your goal forward, right? Now, let's say as a DJ, right? I'm trying to become a DJ and I want to play at 20 different clubs. What are the 5 moves I need to make to play at 20 different clubs? Okay, well, that might include number 1, reaching out to 40 different clubs to ask them if I can play, right? It means, another move of mine, I think I just saw a thumbs up here on my screen. Not sure if it appeared up on yours. But that's one of the moves, is to reach out to 40 different clubs. Maybe another move is to create, 5 mixes that I can provide to clubs and say, hey, this is the kind of stuff that I can play at your club. Another thing that you can do, or that I could do if I want to become a DJ, is, maybe I can go live on some platform out there and do some live sets online to build my brand, to build a reputation, to become known. Maybe another move could be, to attend a local festival, to, maybe get some marketing done and get some pictures taken so that way I can use it on social media. That could be a 4th step towards me becoming a DJ. And, maybe another step could be, get a mentor, right? Can I find another person out there who has done what I've done, and can they help me? Can I ask for some guidance? Can I have some humility and say, hey, I don't really know what I'm doing here, but I really want to succeed. And I know that one of my 5 moves that I need to make to succeed is to find a mentor, to find somebody to help me navigate this process of becoming a DJ, right? Now I know my main goal. I want to, of course, play at 3 big festivals. Before that, I want to play at 20 different clubs. And in order to play at 20 different clubs, I have 5 moves I need to make. I need to reach out to different clubs. I need to make some mixes. I need to go live on a platform. I need to go to a festival and do some marketing photos. And I need to find a mentor. I now have broken down my goal into 5 manageable steps that I can now start to take towards achieving my goal. And once you have those tasks broken down, we can then start to set milestones and start to set deadlines. Okay, I can break down that first task, reach out to 20 different clubs. That can be broken down further. I could set milestones. Okay, what's the deadline to actually reach out to 40? Okay, well, what's the deadline to reach out to just 10? Okay, obviously it's going to be a lot sooner, but once I get to the 10, I now am making progress. I've reached a milestone, and now the next milestone is 30 clubs I've reached out to. And once I hit 40, boom, progress has been made. A milestone has been met. Did I read it? Did I meet my deadline that I set 5, 6, 7 weeks prior? If so, then yeah, let's go. That's motivating. We're on our way. That's progress. When we have our goals, we can set milestones, we can set deadlines, we can have a plan, and we can start to prioritize. And what's most important? Is it important that I go to a festival and get marketing photos? Or is it more important that I find a mentor? I wouldn't be able to better prioritize if I didn't first just have my moves in place. Now, because I have my main goals, I have my plan, I now am prioritizing. What's next is we create an action plan. We now have what we need to do. Let's create an action plan to outline the actions that you need to take. Maybe you wrote down more than 5 moves. Maybe those big 5 moves are broken down into 5 more moves, and now you have 25 more tasks to complete to achieve your goal. Well, what now, Joe? Well, let's start with creating an action plan, right? And in order to do that, we can start by first breaking it down into daily, weekly, and monthly actions. Maybe for me as an aspiring DJ, one of my daily tasks is to journal, right? Talk about write about why it's important for me to become a DJ. What are my goals? Why do I want to do this? Let me make sure that I'm constantly feeding my mind with the positive energy I need to achieve my goal. Maybe another daily thing is to, constantly go onto my desktop and mix and make music. Maybe every day I need to spend an hour or two on the decks, just mixing and playing, listening to music, getting my reps in. That's a daily thing. If I want to become a DJ, one of my action plans will be daily. I need to be mixing. I need to be playing music. Maybe a weekly task is once a week, I'm making a mix, right? I had to make, maybe one of my goals was to make 5 mixes that I can then share with club promoters, with music agents or DJ agents. And that's a weekly thing. Every Thursday, I'm going to hit the decks. I'm going to record my mix. And then maybe monthly, I'm going live. I'm going live on YouTube. I'm going live on Twitch or whatever. So I can play my music live. So I can start to gain an audience, start to showcase my talent. And now I'm doing it in a routine. I have my daily routines, I have my weekly routines, I have my monthly routines. You think someone who has those 3 goals is not going to achieve their goals? Well, I believe that they're going to be more likely to achieve them because, they're clear about what they need to do in order to achieve their goal, right? If by the end of the year, I've done 12 live streams, I've done 52 mixes, I've spent, 365 times 2 hours a day on the decks practicing. I'm going to make progress towards achieving that goal if I'm sticking to those routines. In order to really continue and make progress on our action plan, I recommend using tools for productivity, and my recommendation is Growth Day. I've been using Growth Day for years. It's from the founder of the High Performance Habits and the High Performance Institute, Brendon Burchard. He created an all-in-one app for strivers and ravers like you to use in your life to help us, right? It's in the palm of our hands where we're already on, and it has tools like a journal that will allow us to journal our thoughts, that will allow us to prime our day by thinking about what's important to us in our rave life. There's a section in the journal section, there's so many different prompts that will just help you think about your personal development. I think there are a lot of people out there who don't just sit and think about what they want in life, what they want from their life, what they want in their life to improve, what they want to change. If you're not sitting down, journaling and thinking about it, are we really transforming our life? You got to set aside time, and Growth Day is a perfect place for you to journal and think about those thoughts and to prime your day and to reflect on your night. And it's right there on your phone. Growth Day also has a plan section, and it's a great place to put your action plan. Once you have your goals, go into the Growth Day app, set up a plan. My plan would say become a DJ. Of course, that's very vague, but in that plan are my moves. Play 3 of the biggest festivals. Play 20 different clubs, are in my plan. And then in that plan also are the other steps I need to do. What do I need to do daily, weekly, monthly? They're in there too. So that way I can readily see it, access it from my phone every day. If you're not looking at your goals, your tasks, your plan every single day, you're not getting obsessed about it. And that's a part of the reason why you may not be making progress towards some of the things in your life, because you're losing that passion because you're not thinking about it. We've defined our goals. We've broken the goals down into different steps. We've created an action plan, and now this action plan will help us stay flexible, and it'll help us adjust as needed. Maybe things happen in your life, you need to push your deadline, you need to push your milestone down. That's cool. Maybe things need to be moved up forward. That's cool, that's great, you're moving faster. Maybe something happened in life, you need to move things around. But at least by having an action plan, by at least having your steps in place and having some kind of date to every deadline, some kind of deadline to every task, you're honestly way more likely to achieve your goals, even if you just left this video and just did those things. But of course, we have a few more steps to cover. And in this next slide, we'll be talking about the importance of staying accountable. Oh, and by the way, if you are interested in joining Growth Day, please hit the link in my description box below to join Growth Day. I'll get a credit for you joining, and it would really help support our channel. Thank you so much. Now let's dive into our next step in our 5-step process, staying accountable. It's important that we stay accountable, be open to accountability, because it's going to help keep us on track. And it's also a way that we can include somebody else on our goal so that we're not just doing this on our own. And in order to stay accountable, we got to share our goal with somebody. We got to tell them what we're doing, what we're after, what we're working towards. And, it would be helpful to also, meet with them to share your progress. Maybe you're doing this with your mentor that you found because it was part of your action plan, and now your part of your action plan is to meet with your mentor, one time a week or once every other week. And when you meet with them, you share your progress. You say, hey, look at where I'm at with reaching out to the clubs. Hey, this is how many clubs I've played at so far. I'm really excited. I can't believe I played at 7. You now have somebody that you have to go talk to. You get to go talk to and share your progress. You get to tell your mentor, hey, I actually landed a gig at a festival. I'm so stoked. And, you can have somebody there to share that progress with. And also, you might also be able to meet with them and say, hey, I didn't hit my goals this week. I was struggling to find the courage to go talk to club promoters. And you're sharing this progress with, your mentor or someone in your group that is really helpful. Maybe you have a friend who is a business consultant. He's helping you out. You have someone now who might be able to give you some guidance and say, hey, it makes sense that you are feeling kind of afraid to go out and put yourself out there. It's not abnormal to be afraid to put yourself out there. A lot of us are, and that's okay. And here's what we can do. Right, here's some guidance that I can provide to you so that you can get out there and have the confidence to knock on that door and say, hey, check out my mixes. I'd love to play at your club. Your club is beautiful. I think my music would be a real great fit for your audience, and I'd love to play. Having a mentor, having a colleague or a peer or even your partner be there for you is just going to ensure that you stay accountable to your goal, to your progress. And it'll ensure that you're regularly tracking your progress, right? If you have to meet with a mentor or with someone to share your progress, then you know that before you go meet with this person, you're going to do your homework so you don't waste their time. And you're going to say, hey, okay, here's where I'm at. Since I last met my mentor, my friend, I was only here. I only got to talk to 5 different clubs. And today I only got 7. Not much progress, but hey, because I'm meeting with my mentor, I am now pushing myself to track my progress, and it keeps me on track and it keeps me accountable. And that's why staying accountable is so important to setting and achieving our goals. I also think that having someone to be with to help hold you accountable and help you track your progress, it will also be there to help you celebrate your small wins. As we mentioned, if you're making that progress, even though it's not a lot, that the person you're with is going to be like, hey, you talked to 2 more clubs today. Kudos to you. I'm glad you're making progress, because 2 is still more than 0. And if you came with 0 today, I'd have to hold you accountable. So now I get to celebrate your small wins. Nice job. And that small boost of motivation is really what we can use as continued drive and energy to progress and strive towards our goal, even one day at a time. So now let's talk about our last step in our 5-step goal setting process, goal setting guide today, and that is to reflect and adjust. In this step, we want to regularly evaluate our progress. We want to reflect on what's working and what's not, right? If I am 10 deep into my clubs I've played at, I've now played at 10 different clubs all over Southern California. What's working for me? What's not? Maybe what's working for me is that, I'm actually reaching out to club promoters. I now have all these mixes, and because I have all these mixes, I have different variety to share with the promoters, with the people who are, the talent pickers, people who are picking talent for these clubs, and they're saying, wow, we really like your mixes. We like what you have to offer. Thank you for sharing those mixes. We'd love to bring you in. And you're now saying, okay, I made these mixes and it landed me a gig. I'm going to lean into these mixes. I might want to maybe make more of them. Or I'm just going to make sure I really share them, because clearly when I'm sharing them, I'm getting better responses to bookings. And maybe what's not working is, maybe the live streams aren't getting you enough traction, and there's something about the live stream that's not working. So you want to improve your live stream and say, hey, this part of my live stream is not working. Let me see if I can add something new to the live stream. Maybe I need to get a green screen. Maybe I need to get a new background. Maybe I need to get a better setup. I don't know. But if you're giving yourself the time and space to reflect and adjust, you can make changes, and you can make one step closer to achieving your goals. Now, it's also important to reflect so we can make necessary adjustments. Maybe maybe what I'm doing is working, and I'm doing the live streams, I'm getting bookings, but maybe there's something that I'm not doing that I need to adjust a little bit. Maybe I'm not doing enough, educational, informative stuff. I want to become a DJ, but I'm spending a lot of time hands-on. I'm just mixing. I am going out to clubs and playing and making music. But one thing I'm not doing is I'm not spending time, enhancing my skills. Maybe I should take another, or maybe I should start spending some time each week, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours each week, trying to learn more about music theory, about how to mix music, about different effects I can use, and maybe even learn how to make my own music as well. Because in order to be a good DJ out there, today's world, I'm sure it's not just about mixing music now. It's, can you actually make your own music, not just playing somebody else's. And so I now make the necessary adjustment. Okay, I can mix music, but can I make my own? No, not yet. So I'm now going to adjust by starting to include some time where I can learn how to make music. That's a necessary adjustment I might need to make to achieve my goal to play at the 3 biggest festivals in the world. Now, it's important to reflect and adjust so that we can stay committed and we can stay persistent. Right? We want to give ourselves time to reflect so we can really tap into that energy, get excited over and over again, because the path to our journey is going to be long. And how do we stay committed? How do we persist through the tough days, through the struggles and the challenges and setbacks? Well, when we reflect and we adjust, we can think about those things. We can plan. We can break that plan down into more steps, and then take action. And it becomes this cycle. We're constantly working towards our goals every single day. But if we're not thinking about them, if we don't have a clearly defined goal, if we don't have our clearly defined goal broken down into steps, if we don't have our action plan, if we don't have accountability, when I'm meeting with somebody talking about our goals, and we're not tracking our progress, are we really going to achieve our goals? No. But we know that if you stick to these steps and you follow them and you practice and you reflect, you adjust, you make necessary changes, you'll stay committed, you'll persist through all the setbacks, because you know and you're about what you're doing and what you can change and what you can adjust, because you're thinking about this often. And that's part of not only the goal setting, but about the goal achieving, is that we're constantly thinking about it. So I'm now going to hook you up with just a few more tools to help you succeed. And then, you can go out after this video and start to think more about it. I recommend take 30 minutes to just start writing down whatever came to your mind, start jotting down your thoughts, and let's take our next step. Let's define our goal. All right. So first, let's talk about some tools to succeed. of course, what I am so excited to offer to you as a viewer and for being here in the Rave Life Transformation is to offer you our Rave Life Transformation goal setting templates. You can download them. I'll leave a link in the description for you to download. You can print them out. If you're like me, I like printed stuff. I have papers laying everywhere. Yes, people are always like, oh, but there's papers everywhere. But I'm just someone who needs to put my goal down to paper. If it's not on paper, I'm not writing it down. Is it really coming out into the life that I'm living? So be sure to download those Rave Life Transformation goal setting templates. I always will recommend in our Rave Life Transformation series, the Growth Day app. Please check it out. Download it. Journal every night. There's also a feature there where you can do your life scores. You can score your life daily, score your life weekly, score your life monthly, because we should be tracking our progress and measuring our progress. In Growth Day, our main primary goal is just to live and grow each and every single day. That's what that's all about. And that's what really Rave Life Transformation is about too, is are we living and improving every single day and living the best rave life that we can. Growth Day is certainly an excellent tool for you to have. Again, in the link in the description below. Thank you. I also recommend the High Performance Journal. It's one of my favorite journals when it comes to writing down all my thoughts and my goals. Now, the journal that's in Growth Day is also here in the High Performance Journal. If you like to write in paper, it's in there as well. But the difference between the High Performance Journal and Growth Day is that the journal also has other areas for your goals, for you to constantly look at your goals daily. There's a section there for weekly where you can constantly look at your weekly efforts. And then there's a part in the High Performance Journal at the end of every month where you can reflect on your month and reflect on your progress that month and score yourself. It's amazing, guys. It's just how I've developed in my journey is having different tools in my arsenal. Right, I have a big giant metaphorical toolbox with a bunch of those things in there, and one of them is this 5-step goal setting process, and also in there include Growth Day and the High Performance Journal. And now you can also add the goal setting templates to your little metaphorical growth toolbox. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. So in the 5-step process, we want to start by defining our goal. We want to identify our 5 moves. We want to create an action plan. We want to stay accountable. And finally, we want to be sure that we're reflecting and adjusting as necessary. So please start your goal setting journal today. Apply these steps to achieve your own goals in your life. And I encourage you to just take that first step. Download the Rave Life Transformation goal setting template. Share your goal in the comments down below. And please reach out for support. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to chat with you and connect with you on your journey towards your Rave Life Transformation. Thank you so much for watching and being part of this Rave Life Transformation series. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more personal development tips. And if you could, down in the comments, let me know what topics you would like to hear more about. And I'll be sure to cover them in the videos coming soon. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.